Okay, so this concept, the best way to deal with stress, anxiety, and depression is through the level of awareness. And Richard's idea of the script, he's going to just explain for us now. And on a few of these other videos, I'm going to have him in person talking about it. But this is really nice, and I'm going to add my little bit to this as it goes through. So just pay attention to this.
Metaphorically, you were handed a script at a very young age. It was given to you by your parents and your peers that says, this is how you will behave, son or daughter. Guess where they got their script? Yep, from their parents and their peers. It's been handed down for thousands of years. And most people are really controlled by superstition and fear, which is in the script. Watch this. What do you think most people hold on to the longest? A compliment or a criticism? Correct. It's a criticism. Watch this. So you say to the same person, now you can choose. Here's a compliment, here's a criticism. What do you think they would choose? They can now choose. What do you think they choose to hold on to? Of course, it's a compliment. So then you say to the person, what does that mean? And they say, well, it means I'm choosing. And you run it by them a few more times, and eventually they'll get it. In actual fact, they're not choosing. What they're doing is holding on to the criticism, yeah, when in actual fact they would choose the compliment. Another thing that I've learned to do, right, because I've got beyond the script, which is what this is about, I've learned to enjoy my future before it happens. People say, don't be so stupid. How can you enjoy your future before it happens? You're away with the pixies. Really? Watch this. Do you worry about your future before it happens? No, that's a different story, isn't it? Yeah. Now you imagine you're rewriting your life script now. Can you imagine saying, now let's see about the future. I can worry about it, or I can enjoy it. Yeah, I'll worry about it first. You would never, ever choose to do that. You would never say, compliments and criticisms. Let me see. What I'll do, I'll hold on to the criticisms and let the compliments go. You would never do that. There's so much in our life that we're not choosing. But, wait for it, 99.9 reoccurring percent of personal development says, well, you're choosing. You choose to be happy, you choose to be sad. What if that's incorrect? We've all done it. We've all become victims of personal development at some time or another, because personal development says, well, you choose to be down, you choose to be unhappy. That takes a huge amount of maintenance. I've done it. I've seen it in so many people before. Well, you've got to try to be happy all the time. What if it isn't on that level? That's about your behavior. And I told you, if you want to change behavior, you have to go up to the level of consciousness. In other words, you've got to go beyond the script, not change the script. Most personal development, which bit is me? Which are my beliefs? Which is this? Which is that? It will send you nuts. And it has done with a lot of people. Told you, victims of personal development. You'll go lula. You can't. We rub it out for a little while. It's like indelible ink. It comes to the surface again. I thought I rubbed that out. That's the bad news. The good news is you can go beyond the script when you've got a level of awareness to do that. And that's what BC does. By going beyond the script, your life will literally go cosmic because, wait for it, 85 to 95% of emotional energy is spent on the civil war. One half maintaining it, the other half defending it. You know what I mean? The voice in the head, which is the audio version of the script, saying, you shouldn't have done this. You should be doing this. You know, you're not following that diet. You're not successful. Yeah, I'll say, yes, I am. Don't pick on me. Can you imagine what would happen if you've got the clarity in here where you put an end to the civil war? Well, you can notice if you're unhappy or you're happy. Well, you don't have to think, this isn't working because I'm not happy. Listen, you will still go into the script after BC. I can absolutely promise that. So you think, well, why would I do it? Because what happens is you've got the clarity, the awareness, because it's on the awareness level, the consciousness level, that it isn't you. If it doesn't feel good, right? If it doesn't make you feel good, you would never choose not to feel good. It's the script. And the script is saying, well, you know, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Everybody's got a script.
Okay, so I guess what I'm saying, that Richard's idea of this script is so powerful because what it does is it says, okay, well, it's not your fault. You are following this script. back to me now, and you're following a script. A lot of the time you're doing things that you wouldn't choose, so it's not you. If you wouldn't choose it, it can't be you. You are what you would choose to do. So when it comes to stress, if you would choose to be stressed because it'll give you a certain benefit or a certain payoff, then it's genuinely you. But most of the time people are stressed and they don't want to be stressed. So if you ask them, okay, well, would you choose to be stressed? No, but I am bloody stressed. Okay, right. I understand that you are, but would you choose it? Well, no, I wouldn't choose it. Okay, given that there's certain things you can control and certain things you can't control, is it helpful for you to be stressed at the moment? So no. Right, so if it's not helpful and you wouldn't choose it, it must be coming from somewhere else. It must be an automatic response to the things that you've experienced and when you've observed people dealing with things. Same with anxiety, same with depression. If the depression is helpful for you and you would choose it, fantastic, it's genuinely you. And a really good question on this one is actually, well, yeah, but I am depressed, whatever. Okay, right, fine, fair enough. What we're not trying to do is we're not trying to fix the depression. The best way to deal with depression is not to try and make people, undepressed. The best way to deal with depression is say, okay, what if it's okay to actually be depressed? You say, well, what do you mean? Well, if you're thinking, oh, damn it, I'm just so depressed, and your awareness, your script is saying to you, yeah, you are depressed, but you shouldn't be. You read a great book, or you know what to do. You've spoken. You shouldn't be depressed. You've got so much going on that's great in your life. But then you go, yeah, but I am feeling depressed. You say, yeah, and you shouldn't be. So what happens is you've beaten yourself up for being depressed. So the first thing to do in this script is ask yourself, hang on a second, well, would I choose to be depressed at the moment? If the answer is no, then you can take all the pressure off, because that depression is a result of the script. And then you say, hang on a second, well, I wouldn't choose it, so it's the script. And that noticing that you wouldn't choose it means you don't have to use up all your energy on a civil war between, oh, damn it, you should be not depressed, you've got all these great things in your life, that you've got nothing to complain about really, but you're still depressed. So as soon as you say, well, actually, it's not my fault, that's just the script making me depressed, first thing is you just notice that and be okay with the fact that you're depressed. And say, it's okay to be in your script. It's okay to be doing things that you wouldn't choose. That's perfectly okay. If you make it not okay, then you'll fight it and it creates all these problems. If you make it okay, next thing, if it's okay to do something, you go, okay, right, so it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be anxious. Just knowing that it's not your fault, you wouldn't choose it, it's just an automatic response. And from that realization, from that noticing that you wouldn't choose it, so therefore it's not you, all the blame, all the shame, all that kind of little voice itself saying, oh, you should be grateful for stuff, you shouldn't be anxious about stuff, that's not going to work for you, that's not going to be helpful for you, and it makes you feel bad that you're actually being anxious, it makes you feel bad that you're being stressed, makes you feel. So first of all, would you choose to be depressed? No. Second thing, would you choose to feel bad about being depressed? No. It's like the movie Inception when it just keeps going down on levels. So you'll never rewrite it. You'll never stop that feeling of depression coming in. But as soon as you notice it, you go, okay, well, I wouldn't choose it. It takes all the pressure off. And as soon as you get all the pressure off, guess what? Then you're open to change. Okay, so this is Richard Wilkins' approach to the script. And it's literally to ask yourself that one question, what would I choose? And it's the best way that I know of to deal with stress, anxiety, and depression. It's Tom Cassidy from Greater Reach. Hope you enjoyed it.